Welcome back to the Grow Big Initiative, where we deliver actionable insights to grow your e-commerce sales. I'm your host, Josh Halpern, and today we're talking to María Luján Isidro, who's managing a large part of the cross-border D2C program for one of the biggest Grow Big partners, Mercado Libre. That's the tongue, libre, hitting the roof of the mouth, libre, libre. If you aren't familiar with Mercado Libre, it's the #1 marketplace across Latin America, 8th largest in the world. In today's video, María Luján, or as her friends call her, Lu, will quickly break down why Latin America could be your next big growth opportunity. Lu, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Josh, for having me and for your introduction. I'm really happy and excited to join this interview.
What I want to talk to you about and what everybody wants to know is why should we be looking at Latin America as our next big growth opportunity?
Okay, great. Yeah. Latin America is a region full of opportunities due to its economic growth and because of the market size. I mean, if you consider that Latin America, it's a region of over 600 million people and has one of the fastest growing internet penetration rates in the world, then the opportunity is huge. Brazil has more than 200 million people, Mexico there are almost 130, and in Argentina there are almost 45 million of us. So first, the size of the market is enormous and the internet penetration rates are growing really fast. Also, what makes our region really interesting, especially for international merchants, is that the Latin American consumers are used to limited supply with rather expensive prices. So, international sellers who can decide on their pricing strategy can make a huge difference and benefit from enormous volume of unfulfilled demand.
Lu, everybody talks about Latin America and they say LATAM as if that's all one market. There are a lot of different markets within Latin America. It's almost ridiculous to assume they're all the same. Some of them have harder regulations or larger taxes, etc. And some of them are just easier from an ecosystem standpoint. What do you suggest if you have limited bandwidth and limited resources in terms of your growth entry strategy? What countries would you really prioritize and why?
Absolutely. First of all, Brazil is the biggest country in the region, and as I mentioned before, it has a population of over 200 million people, so the opportunity is huge because of the market size. Mexico, clearly, it's the closest country to the United States, which offers short delivery times and the most seller-friendly import duties and taxes. In Chile and Colombia, consumers have a preference for American products, and their respective economies have shown strong growth in recent years. But what we usually recommend new sellers is to start selling first in Mexico, and once they get some experience and know how our platform works, then move forward into the rest of the countries. Mexico first, because as I mentioned before, it's the closest country to the United States, so delivery times are really short. From the United States to Mexico, our delivery times is between 4 and 8 days.
Wow, so there's obviously a lot of differences between which markets to choose, and it depends also on your product vertical. So, brings up the next question. What are some of the top product verticals that you think are the best fit for Latin American market?
Okay, yeah, great question. E-commerce channels grow exponentially across all categories. Although there were a lot of changes in consumer habits due to the pandemic, our top-selling categories continue to be consumer electronic products such as cell phones, laptops, gaming console, speakers, home and industries like tools, electronic drills, fashion and apparel, which includes clothing, shoes, beauty products, sport and fitness, car accessories, and toys and baby products.
So a lot. Do you think are there any things that are a non-starter for either Latin America or Mercado Libre in general?
Yeah, there are a lot of products that are restricted products for in Latin America and in our program. We're going to talk about that in the following video. That's why.
There you have it. Let's do a quick recap of the top 3 takeaways from this video brought to you by Lu at Mercado Libre, straight from Buenos Aires. Number 1, Latin America is one of the fastest growing e-commerce consumer bases in the world, with post-COVID internet penetrations bringing 52 million new online consumers to you. Number 2, one strategy does not fit all. Know your products, know your target consumers, and build the right price strategy to take advantage of, number 3 in this list, the unmet demand for international products. And there you have it, 3 reasons why Latin America might just be your next big growth opportunity. Let's grow big.